Hi, welcome to the Brand Garden. My name is Tiffany and I'm the owner of Nostalgia Media, and we help businesses like you take all your scattered ideas, turn them into a cohesive plan so you can show up with clarity and confidence, not chaos. So let's get started. Okay, so I want to give you 3 signs that you may need to rebrand. One sign that you may need to rebrand is that you lack clarity on your branding. So do you know who you are, who you serve, where you should serve them? Do you know your brand pillars, your values? Do you understand your brand voice and tone? If not, you may lack a little bit of clarity in your brand identity. And that is more than just your logo. So you may have a logo, but you're really confused on where you're going, who you're serving, and that all comes into play with your brand identity. And so if you're unsure of all that, you may need a rebrand. The second sign that you may need to rebrand is that you just visually don't like the way your brand looks. So maybe you don't like the graphics, you don't like the fonts, you don't like the colors, you just don't like the way your feed looks, you just don't like it. So maybe your brand is no longer a good representation of who you are as a business anymore. And so, for example, I started out as a wedding photographer, and so my branding for weddings was way different than what my branding is now. And I went through like a little period where I was like, okay, well, I need to, and maybe you're not even transitioning to a new type of business. Maybe you just never really had a solid foundation of who you are, and so you just don't have branding that feels right. Because like a couple years ago, I tried to rebrand, and I honestly tried to do what everybody else did. I was going with the retro look. My name's Nostalgia. It matched. Wanted to do bright colors to stand out, all the stuff. Well, it wasn't me. Nothing, it did not feel like me. I'm not a very bright colored person or anything like that. And so I had a really hard time posting anything at all, but also just showing up. When you have a brand that feels like you, it's so much easier to stay on brand. So if you don't love your logo, your colors, your photography, the way you're showing up, you may need to rebrand your visuals. And if you don't have a clear idea on your visuals, you probably need to just rebrand your identity anyways. Go back to your mission, your vision, your values, all that, and just reassess all of it, to be honest. The third reason, or the third sign that you may need to rebrand, is you have no idea what to post or where to post, to be honest. You think you need to be on Instagram, but then you see people on TikTok or you see people on LinkedIn, you're like, well, should I be there? Well, who knows? Do you know? Because if you know who your audience is, then that should help you know where to show up. So for example, if you're selling whitening kits to Gen Z, well, then you probably need to be on TikTok. If you are, selling services to 60 plus, Facebook, or if you are a business to business, maybe LinkedIn. So knowing who you are, what you do, who you serve will help you decide where you need to show up. And then with your content, you want to base that on your brand pillars, your core values. You want everything to be in alignment, and you want a content strategy that reflects who you are as a brand. So if you don't know who you are as a brand, you're not going to know what to post. Do I post about this service or this lifestyle thing, or we don't know, because if you don't know who you are, it's really hard to post about yourself. And so that is the third way to know if you need to rebrand. You don't even know what to post. And so to recap, the first way is you don't have clarity on your branding. The second one is you just don't like the way your brand looks. And the third is you have no idea what to post. If any of those 3 feel like they just gut punch, yeah, that's me, I want you to put in a comment and let me know which one stands out to you the most. And then if you're still unsure, I have a free brand audit checklist to help you know if you need to rebrand. I will put the link in the description. It's free to you, and we'll kind of help you know if you need to hire somebody to rebrand or if you just need to tweak a few things. But I appreciate you hanging out this week, and this is the Brand Garden, and I will talk to you soon.